a wo mo ne wo ebebo empire gidigidi pa na afenso na mesan so ka kire wo say de ono so edi ho kama kama Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship ebia ofre eda wo so nyankopon yesi da bia ofa ha yesi ofre da wo so fa but o pese ofre na eda wo so no utumi ehunum yie okosua bibiti say theology okosua hematology nematology ne de keka ho ni nyina okosua ni nyina owie ka say na de na onipa ba ye kan okọ ho a kama for ebe kire o de mebubobubodi no obi ofre no won so ba ethics oni pastoral ethics e was okona kusua ni nyina obetimi afre wo mo e was 0246 819 345 0246 819 345 fre kama na wone wo mo enko ebo anase woni wo mo enko na wo mo enkyerɛkyerɛw na ansa na ene mede dwumadie na nkasa ebe bre wo no na yedom sukɔ na yekusua nneɛma pa ɛwɔ hɔ no mo no metwa me hu sima me ba yebeto aso. So Emma wakwaba biom at the Great Commission Television GCTV na me kai wo se wo hwe ye ndi a won so obetimi akọ Facebook na eye GCTV ye logo no eda so eye gold but ya say o search ye e wo Facebook a obenya ye wo honom won so share program we na ma obi nso so a wonya opportunity a obetimi ahwe ye wo TV so no ono so atimi ahwe ye e wo Facebook and as a social media and so no obetimi a share tag wobi ma obi emisua bi ma obi meti asema ye beka wo ha ne bi friend nipa no na ka channel say onko search for Great Commission Television e wo Facebook na on share bi na yentimi enhu na enko so ye kama emfa emawo na woni mbribi ansa na meko na yedi enkomo no ma meka asem ba ko bi emfa nkyerɛw ma meka asem ketewa kakra bi na memfa nkyerɛw na fa tu tirimo o say abrabọ na ye bo no ho asase we ayete so yi onipa bia pese wo ye great onipa bia pese odu empempenso bi in life obi apese wo hye biribi ase obi apese oye biribi asem ni yo obi apese wo hye biribi ase obi apese oye biribi but na the expectations ye expected ade ye pese ye no bebi ye pese ye duro no na kwan ye be wo se ye fa so hyase no na ye nsem bebre but unim ade ba ko na me pese me ka kire wo se wontumi start ne kese a start ne kakra na wie ne kese ti asem ni ye se wontumi start ne kese a start ne kakra bi na wie ne kese if you cannot start it great start it small and end it great and any of you say ma me dia ma wo yako ende ye di me say nkomo aye bedie no ye di nkomo afa community development and the guest special guest me no ebe twetwe nkomo ofie ha and citizen ato dezi and me no ebe di nkomo oye development consultant and ne ho aye fe ne ho fe pa the whole of it. I say the ladies' choice. The ladies' choice. I can see African women so there. Wait, we say we inquire citizen. Yamawakwaba.
Medasi na minchio. Na minchia yen ashafo. Na I like what you said there. It's not always that you can start big. But sometimes, especially the youth of today, we always want to start big.
Okay.
Forgetting that those who are now living large, living big, that we look up to, they started from somewhere.
Wow.
And we need to take our time because you see, a journey begins with a step.
With a step, okay.
But if we want to start here and you trip from one place to the other, then on ye. In the entire everything that you are doing, just be consistent. Consistency is key. Sometimes you feel like then IJ at all. But no, be consistent and persistent. You will get there.
Be consistent and be persistent. Obedru honomo. Adi as a citizen and akasano. And you don't yen samunumu suko. Said me catch one. Me say ye kasa afa community development. Or kwanya ye befa so a ye montene so ye nbro no so ye bitimi atumpon. Ye bitimi akoye nimu de wo say hia de wo say ye nya e wo ye community simo. Citizen. In the first place, no yen sha say free ni say community development.
So community development. My pede message may be community.
Okay.
Yeah, the word development.
Okay.
Waka community. Community there ebia yimpaku bi a wote baby fako.
Okay.
Another yimpaku a ebia wowo ehindadokwer.
Okay.
So they all have a certain objective and they have a collective goal.
Okay.
They become a community. Into a community can be there Nungwa as a community.
Okay.
It can also be there apostolic for and our Pentecost for and our Church of Christ for and our whatever church, whatever group or women's fellowship or men's fellowship or any society. It can also be a community.
A community. Okay.
And when we talk about development,
yeah.
When you bring the two words together, Babakada is a process.
Okay.
Ebia one ma what's if akor and I impakuba ba dream there opede woboa won ho na wotu wonya impuntu won abrabom and I wana sitting.
Okay.
So in basic facts that is community development.
Okay.
Either it is an area that you want development or maybe within your society that you want development.
Okay.
So a collective effort from all the players in the community they will come together. No, we solve a common problem.
Okay.
Until be a problem, be a way now we're facing. They are coming together collectively to solve that common problem.
Okay.
That is what we call a community development.
Why I said here, say your community sir, your team no, obetimi aboa ama community puntu etimi abam.
In fact, it is critical. Them topic are very critical, and I think I must commend GCTV and Sunset Drive.
Okay.
You always pick topics that are very, very critical, important, core to national development.
Okay.
In fact, you can't take away community development when you want to look at national development.
National development. Okay.
Until and then, why you fix the country, or business to fix yourself.
Okay.
Listen to in there. If you talk about the community, there were different players. I mean, now. Aha, see, way. Your GCTV, we form a community.
Yeah.
When we form a community, you are a player in there. I'm assuming a player. Obia our part to play.
Okay.
Assembly I metameka in the Ghana on your treble and auto.
Okay.
Or your treble, auto, tenor, and bass.
Okay.
You pay a harmonia. Then we need each of the every unit, each of the every part to play. Okay. Because Yambo duet is an orchestra. Orchestra, no, every instrument is there, and every instrument have a part to play. Now, say every instrument you play any part. On obey my yati in Germany day.
Okay.
On our yenya harmony that we want.
Okay.
Into say a pempuntua, onjina yimpa krodo, ojina ubiano do. In paying forward down or from side away. Say a smaller community, baby, a better than for and opinion leaders today, assembly members, and a unit committee leaders. And I say, and I be a in being for group or women's group or they all have their part to play.
Okay.
In the one of my was in our members and our citizens so also was either way.
Okay.
Because they are rights and their responsibilities.
Okay.
We can't leave the other. Even though a community in Brewum are ensure they will enforce the laws.
Okay.
People then become correctional. Indeed, we are not in an animal kingdom. Okay. Indeed, find the community Ayashambra. Ibumbenedra, what's in war. He be ensure that in Benukra be form master. You go school no. Or try and there, man nanto grass.
Yeah.
Teacher who there and nanto grass or bosho.
Yes.
So it forces you not to walk on grass.
No, correct.
You understand?
Yeah.
But say one sham baby and another what sham then put us one who na one casa one. Here biara.
Okay.
As much as citizens have the part to play, leadership have an important part to play to shape
and
the
what
citizens.
are some this important part?
And to shape the citizens.
Okay.
One of the form the foundations.
Okay.
Or the pillars.
Okay.
As to Jumana and these are the things or the pillars you should work within.
Okay.
The man outside of this. In Brana Yashishe. What be ensure that there is enforcement of those laws. Citizens who want to etia. Because of our Washington brand, the man ye A B C D. Now so bana as was in obey. In fact, sometimes me carry those times where we see street cameras.
Okay.
What's the street cameras? If you the wood or put bunty, or any boy and a girl who could street light and I see what the wood.
Okay.
Now one or shine or
okay.
Into what no I call street lights. Into what anytime they do the street light, no one I call but more be I will be used. Man, I found any the wood, no boy and again I question why I'm open away. So these people are not helping the community to develop.
Okay.
But if you want to be part of community development, then you even form part of the things our mobile buama development according to say eco baby name the street light in Yejuma. As a community, we hear the mama leader and other Ben Baye.
Okay.
Number mambo betuma together. Oh, adi obe costa the electrician wa how betuma obe costa. Oh, ye na yajijen tumbwa yeda man. Why?
Then
that is community development.
Then ebanisa. What are the essence say ye because ye obibeka so tua street light otua hoka okotua kaneaka wotua enti esi den na ono na otua hoka na obesa nso akoyi sika say okoto street bulb ana say okosiesie no obeka say no na say there.
Yeah, it's two ways. I mean, yes, we pay those things on our if electricity bill be
also street light utia.
But I mean also a budget to do onye baby a street light.
Okay.
Onye baby a street light. And baby also put street light on so onye juma. And there are two things. Is either we seek for accountability, and it is in our right to seek for that accountability. Okay. Our leaders need to be accountable for us, to us. The waji told them what the street lights no to the management. Are they ensuring that the street lights are working? That is key or important. And we on your wrong. There may come an assembly member or makaka there. Street lights in Yejuma. And why is it not working? Give us a reason why it's not working. And I may come district chief executive and I'm municipal chief executive. There could be the set of questions. There is nothing wrong with it. We can do that. However, it does not stop us there. If we have the means to support, because you see, government can't do everything.
Okay.
If we also have the means to support for those things to be done, it also doesn't change the price of sugar.
Okay.
If citizens feel that the man is able to be solved, maybe you go to the assembly member or you go to the district chief executive that young members in this particular community, we have decided to make contribution to ensure that the street light in our area is always working. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Is it our duty?
It's a collective effort, like I said. Community development is a collective effort.
Okay.
One job may import.
Okay.
Collective effort so nche dey bia na dey tool and I dey skill.
Okay.
If you mean the collective effort in the anye wedwuma make catch all the wedwuma ya anye nti ye.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So we have something we call Citizens Watch.
Okay.
There. If you want to show there, nyama no anye ya but point out the nyama wan anye into one year. You say it as it is. That is also a collective effort. I'm doing my part. If government or chair or maybe one, I point it out to him. That does not mean that government no. But if they are doing something that is wrong, I will tell them. That is my collective part I'm playing to ensure that the right thing.
But what plays a part in now? But yes, still no the effort now. The answer results now.
Number one, why don't I do it? And that is what we should look at. That sometimes we also have you have films able to me. Okay. There, you have done all the things that you can, and it's not coming. Rise up and do it.
How can I identify problems as a member in the community? Member, community. These are some of the problems. Let me identify the problems in the community.
Very good question. Once you are a member of a community, you don't have to form
okay.
And there is something we call community entry.
Okay.
How are you part of the community?
Community entry. Okay.
Yes. Don't always assume that you know everything.
Okay.
So a better project, and especially, and this goes to even MPs who just get up and do projects because when we feel there, this is what the community needs.
Okay.
Sometimes an MP gets up and thinks the community need a community center. No, we could put up a community center. No, you don't do that. You consult different groups in the community to find out their needs.
Okay.
Because it's shame Mbesiafu groups and women groups, but to form what we call focus groups.
Okay.
Maybe 10 to 15 women are come boom.
Okay.
If I didn't know here Mbesiafu community.
Okay.
Then you list it. Eko share mbe info so I list. Eko share mbebun I list. Eko share nkokrafo number of I list. Eko share churches, Muslim groups, traditionalists. Eko share one in a list. Ahimfo na azin wana kasa. Then you look at the common things offer one in maybe one in will be toilet, school, library, maybe, but at least there are one thing that runs through everything. Then it's a problem for that whole community.
Okay.
Then you even discuss where do you put up that particular thing. Project up there, yeah. Because where you put it is very important.
Okay.
In now you see there, Nkofu complained there, former president Mahama is blocked.
Yes.
We'll see
room.
It's not people are not able to go to it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But the question you ask yourself is, was the community consulted?
Okay.
Because you don't say that, because some of the justification was that, yes, you will room mobile my community because that's how community starts. But you see, you are trying to solve a problem of Mofama Wonko school. You are giving them access. So if you want to give them access, you can walk 30, 50 miles before you go to school. I mean, it's in some form, it's a form of punishment, I feel. So why don't you consult the community? And then the community even decides or helps you to choose where you should situate it. That is a proper community development. Okay. The people that you are doing the project for have a say and must have a say. You don't come and dump things on the people and think that that's what they need. They should have a part to play. They should have a say in whatever project that we are doing for them. But either central government decides or somebody sits somewhere and decides. Tomorrow, by the time you realize what's BB, the whole community doesn't know what they are building. Man, wait to into you will see that next time it is there. No one's a commission. So nobody uses it because probably that is not what they need.
They need. Wow.
So you might build, do a nice project in a community. Nobody uses it. And then be a quick library is a crisis. Now when I go to the library, I'm going to find and walk a library.
Wow, wow. Said I make a channel and no maybe it was say we no nyina and nyoma in our communities, your societies, baby I yet brono ayete so ne ade. Ye nheda nim e ma ye ho e kire yen. Se empo ntunuma bi e ba ho no ma e ba later on na asa be punishment per the ohwe the citizen e kan ye na enti no ye hia se before ye be ye bribi e de ama community na na se oman a na se area ye timo no e wo se ye timi e consult the people to know what they need, where they want the thing, and I say baby omo pese ade no pote no ye di esie ye koso na ye to aso no also betimi e de wadwen kire e de afa Facebook no e de amayen o de fa Facebook no maya ye beken kan e de ama o kama na bibia ayefe onipa ba no and me guest am na edin komo e citizen ato daisy ye be ko akoje abofo enkrato ye ba ye be sanso ato aso. Stay tuned.
When you school pound university, SHS, JHS, and answer Empokrano, won't go school, or Penosa will be a juma ever radio and television swana. And you may come for the Ayam Media and Professional Institute. The Ayam Media and Professional Institute, our media courses be to say radio and television presentation, news writing, talk show, reporting, camera, live, sound, editing, motion graph. The year Niji Semprani say about the Ayam Media and Professional Institute. Almost the 90 days and a do for soundtrack true women. Kaihunu said the Ayam Media and Professional Institute and my students na akonya say omobeye omo internship ewa GCTV and a
Radio SM Online GH.
Fred the Ayam ewa 0245 001574 0500 200033. Befa form ewa GCTV office.
There was St. Michael Primary School, Cantamanto, Numwa.
Kwaba biom ediba Great Commission Television Sunset Drive oh the way you drive oboko you dey atu form boko you pese o feel drive no ade ase na o drive nyina so na wusua de ba kakra mienu miensa menim se wo hwe wo Facebook menim se wo so otifie e na wa relax e na wo so wo hwe na utie yen kama na bibia ayefe the guest ato Daisy Citizen se yetena sese ya disua se de meka kire wo dada no disua kwanya ye befa so enwoma bi ehuhia ema oman no wo eneme se de ebe ya empuntu ebeba ye mpro no so maba yizi de ma mensa enko Mr. Citizen enchen biom na ye ntoa ye nkomo no so Citizen na ye de free hono na ye de bedru ha sei no ye hwe the importance communities na yenhwe. What are some of the importance?
So I mean, if we are talking about importance of community development, if once everybody comes on board, it means the community really benefits of it because obia and as I said, it involves coming together to solve common problems. So if there yen atry for years about GCTV I mean or too much for us. Now we have decided what can we do about it. Then be obekado stairs no miss me or no much different. Obi so bekade yen a lift. Obi beka cho if a lifter we need electricity. So and can we pay? So people can ask you for different things and all that. So based on the different views of Ebano, it will help us to sieve out which one is best for all of us. That is why it is very important for us to have a community action when we want to do things. The first of all is that the community gets the best benefit out of it. You get more ideas from the different stakeholders who are coming together. You have more ideas. And then when you get more ideas, it means the OBI and HFA. In fact, they provide the insu. Na inquire there ebi a borehole no or da what pumping bia and when you go to certain communities na e to the way and go for pumping so na mesafa wo na wabo but it's not everybody who can do it. There are some kids there who go to fetch water. So all these things need to be taken into consideration. Yesterday I was having a discussion and there was a particular place where we'll provide a urinal for a group like a church. But at the urinal, no, I find it difficult. You understand? They find it difficult because the urinal a bowl now one yen in such a way that also in Tabofamba kono go sancha. Adi was so. Into bed was sanch. Into there. But 1 year did they think about the other people in the community? So somewhere just sit down and said, we need a toilet, we need a washroom. and then just provided it without thinking about we have kids in the community.
Mami, do you know same way I work so now membisa question way. Why na you responsible for community planning? Say eba say yem planning bibi na yenye adie bi na yem farmer community. Who is responsible?
It depends.
Okay.
I mean, if you are looking at the minute community level,
okay.
In fact, Ghana, if I have a question, Kwame Nkrumah na Abredo was started the issue of community development.
Okay.
In fact, Kwame Nkrumah, the community development was key agenda for Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
In 1952, he set up the community development department.
Okay.
It still exists. It's just that other departments, and they are under resourced, so we don't hear of them. But they still exist. They are under local government.
Okay.
You know.
Said yes.
Because other people have, so they are under resourced. So
okay.
they are doing some advocacy here and there.
Okay.
But they can do so much better.
Okay.
But you see, if you look at the minute issue of the community, today we are this community. We said one and I says it. I mean, there are different levels.
All right.
Traditional rulers are all community.
One.
The assembly members one says it. If a unit committee in particular area
no.
or one says it.
Okay.
If it's a church or a mosque or a traditional group or one says it.
Okay.
The women groups, the youth groups, the men groups there or one says it. So there are different into your different levels. But say if in terms of governance, a governance looks at the community as an assembly.
Okay.
So within the unit committee, they report to the assembly members, and the assembly members go to the district or municipal assembly meetings, and then they tell us what the issues are, and then the same way they trickle down. So in terms of governance structure, in Ghana, decentralized government structure, that is how it looks at it. But beyond that, communities are there are chiefs there. The chiefs are those who master development issues.
Now,
so they call for this thing anobwa community projects na there chiefs na obodo na wakacha nkofodo the meaning they all be you be clean up and I be them chiefs na way odu baby na assembly members na way
asafujuma
na those are the different levels. So it depends on a community, a particular community, and who is responsible.
Yeah. Now, what about your friends say churches? Yeah. What about chiefs? Unit committee chairmen and any members in Akano. Now, how do the members approach them?
The community
members and Kofua or more community numuno. Ombesine approach and I say they or how or more BB and I say approaches Uncle Fono.
It's a very, very important question. Sure. Young to district level elections, but you need committee, unit committee members in.
Wow.
Any moment the district level committee elections. Last time I didn't take part because my vote was Winneba.
Okay.
So I couldn't go back to Winneba and vote. But I don't know the area, my area now may well Winneba, even though I don't stay there that much. But I don't even know who the unit committee members are.
Wow.
And it's problematic. So I'm not taking myself out of the equation. First of all, if you want to be able to let your leaders be accountable to you, you should know them.
Okay.
Into unit committee members, you should know them. And you know where they stay. So that there were issues that you can go to them and address it. And because they have accepted to do the job, they are always open for us to have discussions.
I will say you home.
It's two way. I mean, it's a chicken and egg situation.
Okay.
You voted for them.
Yeah.
How did you vote for somebody you don't know? In Tibaum is what one but show.
Okay.
Or one campaign or whatever. They went round and those things. And that's why probably you might know them.
Okay.
So it's a matter of, yes, they should do, but you also have to know them as well. You can easily go up to the assembly.
Okay.
And then go and tell your issues. Because every assembly, so if the new cry assembly wanna them particular area, they will tell you the names and phone numbers of the leaders who are there. So I mean, you just walk there and then go and tender in your case. So your chapel now as a community, a chapel from paying for the na kawasam. Or a mosque, you that. So every community that you have, you should know your community leaders and make sure that you're able to approach them. If you're a leader too, you should be approachable.
Okay. And then a problem no no.
I to me a leader. What in fact, it's me.
Yeah.
I mean, then you are not a leader.
Okay.
You know, and such leaders, if you vote for them, next time don't vote for them. But if they are leaders you don't vote for, today will be to the chief. A chief also doesn't do that because he knows that when there can be a class action against the chief. Now we're to chief, you know. If we're a leader, I would just say that be approachable so that your constituents and our citizens, you know, they can approach.
A question way a border nipa bebre. Who is the cause of your community? And I say communities are your woman. Who is the cause of our problems?
On the end,
I am not for because I have problems. I would one near. I am do obi be a problem. If free back.
Honestly, I mean, the cause of the problems.
Is it the president? Is it me community no more assemblymen, unit committee people, and I say the church, chiefs? Why are the problem of our communities?
You know, if we talk about the president, then we are looking at Ghana as a community.
Okay. No.
Because Ghana can be a community as well. Because we have a common goal as Ghanaians. Okay. Because we have a constitution and we have our common problems.
That is.
So yes, we can look at that large level.
Yeah.
So if we are looking at Ghana as a whole, as a community, in terms of who is the cause of our problems, it's not just the president. The president have a part to play. Okay. Until I first maybe we all have an individual part to play when it comes to community development. The president have a responsibility to ensure that citizens will conform to the laws of the country. He has a responsibility, so it is key. Into the BBI, we blame coach.
Okay.
It as a leader, he has a key responsibility to play. There, what for ministers are I don't crack the whip and make sure that they play the role that they are supposed to play, and make sure that there is an enforcement of the laws. In Ghana as a whole, the president have a key role to play. That doesn't mean no because only you're not famous. So now putting on an famous in a he can never succeed. Okay. Into the business, I am sure I can Jesus Christ on be president. I'm sure Ghana. So that's so there is an attitudinal change that is important for all of us. Okay. So that's why we call it behavioral change or attitudinal change. It's critical. Yeah, we the citizens also have to change our attitude. Into president say you're not famous, if you come to the local community levels now, okay. How many of us even see our district chief executive? We don't. You know, and we don't even feel their part to play. Yeah. So we normally see our MPs.
Sometimes they are the ones know their importance.
Yeah, because it's the MPs that we vote for. So we normally think about them. Because MPs are not supposed to be doing the developmental projects. No. MPs was in laws and lobbying. Okay. So it's the district chief executives and the municipal chief who are critical in terms of community development. They are supposed to be the ones to marshal efforts. The Wababa will be saying, when we work closely with our assembly members, you know. The assembly members are supposed to go and tell them the different issues they are facing in the communities. Because the area unit committee members will come and tell them the problems in the different areas within that particular unit. Okay. And then they will tell the assembly members. The assembly members forward it to the district assembly now, so that they have those discussions. So a supply chain, okay, and where each of that chain, you know, so be and play in the part, there could be a problem.
Okay, now baby about law enforcement. Yeah. So let's look at when it comes to community development. Say a banner, your community say community development. Who is to enforce the law?
It's the leaders.
Which leaders? Because you are the church leaders.
The difficulty is that we have not outlined one thing as the community we are talking about. Okay. And I've told you the community can either be a local area, yes, or a group of people who have just a common goal. Yeah. So depending on which community set you are talking about, okay, the leaders need to ensure that there is conformity to the laws. Okay. And we the citizens also can enforce. There's something called Citizens Watch. Okay. The ABR 1992 Constitution. There is a breach of the 1992 Constitution. And when you are looking at Ghana as a community. Okay. I mean, we were right to the Motu Marco Court.
Court in Evidiama.
Yes. not to maybe Attorney General or the President, I can sue it.
Okay.
These issues, somebody has infringed on this particular part of the Constitution. That's why we have people going to court left, right, center. The last district assembly elections, a citizen went to court, and the whole Ghana, district assembly elections. I don't want So we have a right to. We have a right there as a citizen, but to may play a part. But the leaders have a stronger opportunity. Okay. They will be enforced, will be ensure that there is an enforcement of the laws. Because one of the responsibility national. Into so your hina, into no hin, obodo rude, memenda, yakwaya safujuma, that's obi ankwa. They find the person or manasutri.
Yeah.
And they ensure that they do it so that it serves as a deterrent for other people to do it. But now saying, yeah, problem in there. When we want to enforce the laws, then people will come in whom you know. Then people will come in. I'm going to vote more.
Sad and free.
Oh, Subaya. Oh, Eddie J. And Subaya Subaya DJ. Because favoritism. And minimum to uncle on your share, uncle, them Subano, no say as it.
Okay. So
sometimes we need to be punitive. Now serve as a deterrent for others. And when we realize that Gofu yes kaka want to want to go free, Bukoria Brazil it doesn't make community cohesion. Until we should ensure that there is no room for favor. Favoritism, nepotism, things. We should eschew it. Na yambua na yanyi baby am Beneden. No be enough family. So that among some people go bona me dey watch my kianaki. This is my suchi.
This is my asuchi citizen. I don't know. Oh, when ya mena na o ye fie na yedi hene. When ye member me papa na ye MC you know. When ye me papa na ye your friend is saying MP no. That be favoritism in our community. Say ye here community development say a year adwuma dia. All these things, you know, I will say you too good. Na yetimi ye adwuma. Na ye nyina yetimi coming together because that the Odin can or say a collective responsibility. I was say wo any man no ye kabomu na yetimi edi empuntu edi aba yen communities because it is a family. The family no ewu community na community no so our nation. So if the community fall there the problem bebre eba uguso ehwe Great Commission Television jumadia woni guso a wo hwe Sunset Drive na waje me say we are driving back home what you say oni papa ye woni mapa edoma wo ye to aso mamenko short commercial break me ba ye beto aso.
When you are school pound university, SHS, JHS, anase empokrano, wonko school, or openo sa wobeye ejuma ewo radio and television swana. And you may come for the Ayam Media and Professional Institute. The Ayam Media and Professional Institute, our media courses be to say radio and television presentation, news writing, talk show, reporting, camera, live, sound, editing, motion graphic. The year me just some cranny say about the Ayam Media and Professional Institute. Omo the 90 days per and do be for sanctuary true we munina. Kai hunu say the Ayam Media and Professional Institute and my omu students ni na akonya say omu beye omu internship ewa GCTV and na
Radio SM Online GH.
Fred Ayam ewa 0245 001574 0500 200033. Befa wo form ewa GCTV office.
There was St. Michael Primary School, Cantamanto, Nungwa.
Commission Television, GCTV, Sunset Drive, and I want to go so I will share no. Also, what we share yen Facebook, also I will share yen television. So, obetimi afre say asembisa say adwenkyere bi and also the wo pesa wo ka bia no obetimi afre na won so wa ka ana say what kyere wadwen na say what bisa question so what asembisa bi a obetimi afre number no 0500 10 96 16 0500 10 96 16 ofra say your question na wo bisa question citizen ewa ha say adwenkyere so also for adwenkyere no bra say o Facebook so e na wo pese wo de fa adwenkyere no e fa hono ma wo betimi de afa hono ye be kenkan e de ma misi na ma no so bi ma 0500 10 96 16 mami nko citizen enchen na mi bisa we what makes a successful community?
What makes a successful community?
Yes.
Well, it depends on the community and their objectives.
Okay.
Because every community would have a different objectives and
okay.
Until when everything that the community needs are set in place, are put in place.
Okay.
Our mama when you want to community members one to one. No when you would be baby what do what to obenya be the oben obenya the obezi.
Okay.
Everything is in place. That is where you can say that this is a successful community.
Okay.
Because the most important thing in a community is that they need to be able to survive.
Okay.
And they need to be able to be happy as a happy community. And if all those things are going
citizen,
well,
me call away. Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
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 About your good evening. What do anybody a worker free?
Hi, Mr. Safi Airport. We also for the TV news.
Mepacho sisi ya program ayeye no na o kire wadwene afa ho ana say okay yeah citizen yenko I say waye ayika wanya so boy okay ye no ma so fu
well you want to so fu juma
okay, now we can review about how to make a successful community.
Yes, so the most important thing is that because the community has a particular goal or what they want to achieve, they need to list it out, and then once they are helping to ensure that what common goals are being achieved, the audience when you do, I mean everything is going on well. Then it means that they are being successful. Okay. It is about what the committee seeks to achieve.
Okay. And
the fact that they are working towards it. Or the assembly or the today the community members are. Then it's a successful community.
Wow. Man we say usia ade bebre, usia nneoma bebre. Number no e 0500 10 96 16 0500 10 96 16 ofra yebeje woso na woso de wasambisa no e de aba ana se wakire wadwene e de afa de ye ka no ho won nneoma bebre e na yesua menime se wonso wasua adodo na yemre no ya ayebre but before that yebe conclude bibia na ye de abawie no mame bisa me last question mame bisa me last question na me hwe na yemfa dwumadi no nyina embra na wie ye obi say said me din ka ebisa sa question say ye eba no say light ye street boss light we say we say enema na me bisa bibi say ye hwan na said ye say oye wo say ye nyina ya said ye fine ye nyina ya said ye metua light bill me light bill ba me fa light bill ni say ya chiro so na ya chire street boss we hereby the case amadi wo mu achia se wo mu enye yen community no so ye ni sika ye de betumi aye bribi then anamo be na we say yetu.
There are several ways. I mean, if Ghana as a community and how our issues are addressed, yeah, better about a community. No road, no vote.
Okay.
No this, no vote. We hear. Well, it depends on the community and whether how strict they are.
Okay.
If really they will decide that they won't do it. Sometimes, you understand. But and I'm not saying them go I mean, people go on demonstrations. It's allowed under our laws of Ghana. There, I mean, if you're not happy about it, you can do a demonstration. So these are ways of informing people. Or you can go to the appropriate quarters and to go through the processes. These are things that most of them we should have. Why are we not having and demand for it? I mean, I'm looking for a day where a community will take government to court. They don't have a health facility in their community. I think we should get there in our democracy where we make leaders accountable for the kind of development they should give to us. Because either we are not angry enough as a people. So our leaders are taking advantage of us. Where you have to provide a hospital facility, where you have to provide a market for us, where you have to provide good roads, good water, all those things, they are not doing it. And Ekokakra, they have the impudence to come and tell you that who are you to ask of these things from us? Why did you take up the leadership position if we're not ready to do these things for us? And see, for me, I think it is important that we hold our leadership accountable on every front. You can go through the various departments to go and seek for answers. If you are not getting it, push harder. Push harder.
Just 30 seconds. Now they'll wrap up. And then I'll catch it at TFO.
I think that better make in there. I mean, we should all start getting ready there. We want to take leadership positions ourselves. Because if we fail to take up leadership positions, we will have people who do not matter to take up those positions, to make decisions for us to follow.
All right.
Now, take up these leadership positions, and then we can help our communities to grow.
Thank you very much. Medasi bebre say wanya bre na wahweyen na watina seniyen asuya ade citizen ato dadzi ena ote say one o edin komo one yen esua de na yesua de abomu no Sunset Drive ena wo hweye 54 edibesi 6 yapon emraso say e was say yede the Paramount News the brewo entino ende de aha na brebe ma yakwan nyame yadoma Wednesday ye besan so aba ye ba de etuamu bia no ye de bebreo